This is the book of Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. All right, and before I get started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. And may peace be upon you, hopefully elect. It's your brother Yahweh Call from the Great Millstone, Orlando. And I just had a topic via the Spirit entitled A Message to the Fathers. All right. Which is why I wanted to start off with this here in Ecclesiastes, because like it said in verses 2 and 3, there's a time to plant, there's a time to heal, there's a time to build up. All right. And we're in the season of the building up of the elect. All right. Because the kingdom of heaven will be rooted and established upon, first and foremost, the Yahweh Shai, as well as the rest of those pillars going into those 144,000 men that are going to be maintaining and upholding the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Shai, because that's what a pillar is. All right. It's a pillar is something that holds up a foundation. And that's what the elect are going to be doing, upholding the foundation of the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Because ultimately, again, a pillar, right? Each elect man will be the foundation of his lineage, because every Israelite is going to go back to one of these elect men. So that's why I entitled this the way that I entitled it, to you fathers, the message to the fathers, because it starts first and foremost with the elect, you elect men, you elect brothers. Now, just through the Spirit what prompted me to do this, just something that I always notice, and I'm sure brothers can attest, because typically when I speak about myself, typically speaking on behalf of others as well, other brothers as well. Something that you notice, which in this thing of ours, we learn a lot of patience, we learn to be compassionate, we learn to listen. Because a saying of mine, one thing about me, brothers claim wives, brothers claim women. All right. Women, they be out here choosing, but I go as far as to say, even when it comes to Jake in general, 2/3, because they got to be born, they got to come back through the loins of the elect. 2/3, because like I said, brothers, they claim women, but not only do I claim women, I claim slaves, and I claim children as well. Lord willing, I be one of those men. I claim children as well, or vice versa, because 2/3, they be choosing a father too. They be claiming you as a father too. But nevertheless, as a father, me being a father myself, and being a father is a very attentive job. Dealing with children and how needy they are, how much they crave your attention, you know. Um, and like I said, just what I noticed in the spirit. And again, that's why I titled this the way that I titled it, because these people, all right, and I'm talking about Jake, um, people in general, but specifically Jake, you know, just the fact that, because, when you're out and about, you know, and that's why I say this thing of ours consists of a lot of patience, a lot of patience, you know. Jake catches himself in a always, we show a lot of compassion, because Jake, a lot of Jake, man, they just want someone to talk to, you know. You might come across a random Jake in a store, and out the blue, they just want to be around you. They just want to hold a conversation. They just want to vent, because again, you hopefully let brothers, hey, essentially, you're these people, you're their father, and that's just how I look at it, speaking from a spiritual standpoint. Like I said, Jake just be trying to mind their business, but Jake just always be trying to come up, and they just want to start a conversation, give you the whole life story. Jake just be wanting to vent, be a total stranger, even amongst your household, certain family members. Hell, you might have it to where your own father and mother talk to you like you're the parent, because essentially, for those that have ears to receive, if you can receive it, you are the father, which that might be a hard concept for some, but yeah, believe it or not, to a lot of you hopefully elect brothers, when it comes to your parents, you're actually their father, and like I said, you might even have it to where even when it comes to your own family, even when it comes to your own father and mother, they talk to you like you're the parent. They talk to you like you're the father, because essentially you are. If you're one of the elect, essentially you are. And again, that's why I titled this what that I titled it. Because when it comes to these people, they just feel the need to just want to be around you, to get your attention. Like I said, man, they just want to uphold a conversation, because essentially you're their father. And every child wants the attention of their pops, man. Every child wants the attention of their father. So like I said, you catch yourself, you have it to where, like I said, just people, they just want to have a conversation with you. They just want to be around you, tell you the whole life story. Might be a complete stranger. Well, essentially they're just seeking attention from the Father. I'm gonna grab this in Ecclesiasticus chapter 4. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 4:10. Be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of a husband unto their mother. So you see, hey, even when it comes to these women, because women, we know women, they're stuck in a childish like mindset, and essentially that's what a woman, she's looking for. She's looking for that father, that father like figure. So you wonder why your demon, or if you deal with women in general, why they act a certain way, because they're stuck in a childish mindset. You know, even Esau's own science tells you that women, their mindset doesn't grow, their mind doesn't develop past a certain age. So, you know, with that being said, they're stuck they have a real childlike mindset. You know, so this is why, like I said, especially when it comes to women, you know, how they act, how they conduct themselves is real childish. You know, and ultimately, it's like they're seeking that father figure out of you, because a lot of women that actually had fathers in their lives, for the most part, they want a man. Um, they want a man that's like that. That's just like their father. you know. Um, so like I said, man, it's just um, like I said, to you hopefully elect brothers, you catch yourself basically giving counsel. Like I said, we're put in a lot of positions to where we got to show a lot of compassion. We have to bow down our ear to these people. You know, I'm gonna read this again. It's Sirach 4:10. Be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of an husband unto their mother. So shalt thou be as the son of the Most High, and he shall love thee more than thy mother doeth. So you see, man, like I said, that compassion. Jay catches himself in a lot of times we catch ourselves being in these positions to where, hey, Jake has to show compassion. I'm gonna read this because, like I said, and this applies to me as well, because I'm one of those Jakes. I don't want to be bothered. I really just want to be left alone. I don't got shit to say to these people. But you can't be like that. You can't be so antisocial. You just can't be like that. It's not healthy. It's just not good. You know. I'm gonna read this in the GNT. It's Sirach 4:10 in the GNT. It says, "Be like a father to orphans, and provide widows with the help their husbands can no longer give them. Then you will be like a child of the Most High, and he will love you more than your own mother does." So you see, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read at verse 1. "My child, don't prevent the poor from making a living, or keep them waiting in their need. Never give a hungry person any cause for resentment or anger. Don't add to the troubles of someone who is already desperate. If he is in need, don't put off giving to him. Don't refuse to help a beggar who is in distress. Don't turn your back on a poor person or give him any reason to curse you. If he becomes so bitter that he does curse you, his creator will hear his prayer." So you see, man, and that's why I read that Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, because it starts with the elect. Again, first and foremost, it starts with the elect. That's why the Lord has it to where brothers are being groomed for leadership. We are leaders, and there's gonna come a time when, hey, before you know it, you're gonna have 10 people under you. You're gonna have 50 people under you, 100 people under you. And I believe that that time is coming a lot sooner than we think. Hey, I'm gonna say, expect those phone calls, expect those text messages. um, like I said, man, because it does take a lot of patience, especially if you're a Jake like me. You don't want to be bothered. A lot of times I have my phone on do not disturb, but like I said, man, you can't be like that. We can't be like that, because hey, What if the Lord did us like that? You know, so we can't be like that. You got to be as a father to the fatherless. And Jake is hungry. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna get this because first and foremost, we clothe Jake, we feed Jake with his truth, we house Jake with his truth first and foremost. Bear with me. Isaiah. Oh, Isaiah, I think that's 58. Isaiah 58. Isaiah 58 and 7. Is it not to deal thy bread to the hungry, and that thou bring the poor that are cast out of thy house? When thou seekest the naked, that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thine own flesh? Then shall thy light break forth as the morning, and thine health shall spring forth speedily, and thy righteousness shall go before thee. The glory of the Lord shall be thy reward. Matter of fact, verse 9. Then shalt thou call, and the Lord shall answer, and shall cry, and he shall say, Here I am. If thou take away from the midst of thee the yoke, the putting forth of the finger, and speaking vanity. So you see, man, the point being in verse 7, again, is it not to deal thy bread to the hungry, and that thou bring the poor that are cast out of thy house? When thou seekest the naked, that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thine own flesh. So, like I said, first and foremost, with this truth, we feed the hungry, we clothe the naked with this truth. All right. Just as Yahweh gave us Yahweh Shai, hey, we present Yahweh Shai to, the rest of the common folk. Because Jake, they're thirsty. Jake is hungry. Jake is in need. Jake is inquiring. And if we be of those men, it's our job, to look after the Lord's flock, to tend to the sheep. I'm going to grab this. In Jeremiah 15:8, remove out of the midst of Babylon, and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as the he-goats before the flocks. All right, so those leaders, all right, got to tend to the sheepfold, man. And that's why, again, it starts with the elect. The Lord is dealing with the elect, and from there, hey, the believers are going to be coming up. Like I said, more and more Jake is going to ask questions. More and more Jake, it's already happening now. Like I said, I'm not just speaking for myself. I'm sure I know I'm speaking for others. Jake just gravitates to you. Like I said, Jake, they just want to talk to you, tell you their life story, and you got to be patient. We got to deal with our people in meekness. This the same way we want Yahweh Bashim Shada to be meek with us and show us that compassion and bear with us. Well, hey, we got to deal the same. We got to be the same way. Then will we be called sons of the Most High, as I read earlier. Because again, it starts with the elect. You hopefully elect brothers. You're the pillars. You're the fathers. Every Israelite is going to go back to you. So, like I said, you catch yourself in that position to where it's just like, because me personally, that's how I look at pretty much all these people, man. And I'm talking about Jake. I just look at them like children. Jake, they just want attention from their father. You know, like I said, I know it gets annoying. You don't want to be bothered, but hey, it can't be like that. We can't be so shut out. You know, I'm gonna grab this in Proverbs 19 and 17. He that hath pity upon the poor lendeth unto the Lord, and he that which he hath given will he pay him again. I'm gonna read that in the GNT as well. That was Proverbs 19 and 17, in case I misquoted that. Proverbs 19 and 17 in the GNT. It says, when you give to the poor, it is like lending to the Lord, and the Lord will pay you back. So you see, man, yeah, you can't just be so shut out to the point where you just so antisocial. You can't be like that. Hey, you got to tend to the sheep. And of course, everything is with discretion, because I'm not saying that, someone comes up talking crazy and, it's like it, bear with me. It's lucky. I'm gonna come back with a part 2. Bear with me.